Today, the committee will examine the increasing role played by credit cards in financing our nation's small businesses. In the past, 60% of small firms made use of private and federally guaranteed loans. In comparison, during that same period, 77% of entrepreneurs opted to buy new equipment and pay for other business expenses using a credit card. The reason is simple. Credit cards give small businesses access to capital they need to grow. That fact is especially crucial given the current economic climate in which small firms are finding it difficult to secure traditional forms of financing. Not surprisingly, the rate at which purchases are charged continues to rise, up to 14% over the last 5 years. Today, we will delve into what it means for small firms. Credit cards have always been a convenient means of payment. They expedite transactions while allowing for considerable ease and security. Just as importantly, since 70% of small business owners pay their balances in full each month, they're gaining the equivalent of a 30-day interest-free loan. While credit cards use is on the upswing, many federal programs specifically designed to offer small firms access to capital are falling short of this goal. That is holding small businesses back and denying the economic contributions from entrepreneurs precisely when they matter most. In the past months, members of this committee have heard testimony from the Federal Reserve, the Small Business Administration, and a host of experts on small business lending programs. Their testimony points to the considerable gap that remains in financing. The witnesses have also shed light on how the current economic downturn, rising foreclosure rates, and a plummeting housing market are compounding these capital challenges. In fact, just when our small businesses economy will benefit tremendously from an infusion of capital, financial institutions are pulling back on credit. As the availability of capital diminishes, more businesses are delaying important purchases, halting expansion, foregoing the creation of new jobs, or laying off current employees altogether. Ironically, this keeps small firms from doing what they do best, fueling the nation's economic growth. In such an environment, it will make sense for the SBA's lending and investment program to step in. Shockingly, the agency's largest lending initiative, the 7(a) program, is doing the exact opposite. The SBA is pushing to raise fees and erecting new barriers to small business loan. As a result, 7(a) lending volume is down 14%, and lending to minority-owned businesses has decreased by nearly 9%. Clearly, this all runs counter to the program's mission. Given these realities, examining the role of credit cards in the financing of small businesses just makes sense. With the nation facing the prospect of a recession, it is also important to remember that entrepreneurs have always led the way back to economic recovery. This committee will continue to work to ensure they have the tools to do so again, and I know my colleagues will join with me in strengthening what is working in the current system while correcting what is not. I want to thank all the witnesses for being here today and for offering their insights on these crucial issues. With that, I recognize Ranking Member Chabot for his opening statement.
Thank you, Madam Chairman, for holding this hearing on small businesses and credit cards. I also want to thank our distinguished panel of witnesses here. I know we all look forward to hearing your testimony. The financial services market in the United States is the most competitive, innovative, and robust in the world. This vibrant market has helped individuals, businesses, including small businesses, to meet their daily needs and achieve their dreams. Cash management is an absolutely critical matter for small companies. Careful management of cash and credit may mean the difference between whether a business expands or doesn't, or whether it succeeds or fails. According to the Government Accountability Office, the prevalence and use of credit cards in the United States has grown dramatically over the past 25 years. In 2005, consumers held more than 691 million credit cards, and the total value of transactions in which these cards were used exceeded $1.8 trillion. More than half of small firms rely on credit cards to help fund their operations, according to a Financial Services Trade Association. Credit cards can allow a small company to finance a purchase over time that they would otherwise not be able to make. They can be a source of short-term interest-free loans to enable a business to operate. Credit cards can also help a company to manage cash flow or track and manage employee purchases and expenses. In addition, credit cards allow small companies to earn airline, hotel, retail, or cash-back rewards to enhance the business. Whether a small business is well established or just beginning, these tools can have a positive impact on business operations. They can enable a small business to weather minor disruptions to cash flow. For a newly established business, credit cards provide the opportunity to build business credit, especially in a time of economic uncertainty when credit can be even more difficult to access. Credit cards can make available the capital needed to maintain a company's position or expand, create jobs, and add significant value to our economy. Like any borrower or credit card customer, small businesses must use credit responsibly and be vigilant about managing debt. Credit is extremely valuable and is a tremendous asset when used wisely. Again, I thank the Chairwoman for holding this hearing. I look forward to hearing this testimony from our witnesses very shortly here, and I yield back the balance of my time.